I didn't think I was gonna get this far. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Just look at this one.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
I'm gone. Watch out. I just hit the Benjamin. Watch out, kids.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I just do it.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Flushed out right. Open man downfield is Reynolds.
Thank God.
They worked this well upfield across the
I hate his kneecaps.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Man, I forgot to turn the music.
Here's gone.
He's throwing tight end, bro. This
Pushing his way through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what'll be a game of 21 yards. Gone.
Tight end. I knew he was going to go long.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though.
I got to
Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
I could have picked that off.
On second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a
Chris Jones finally
a
makes an
momentary
appearance.
roadblock with that
They got an X factor.
No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
You just can't tell.
Corral him, he fights through. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to make the inroads here to that deficit.
We're going to turn into an apple.
Extra point by Badger up the good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Watch when I do this.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Just because I haven't ran this play in a minute. He might stop it. I doubt it.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's laid out deep.
I've never in a million years seen that camera.
For a Kansas City touchdown.
6
Rasheed Rice,
the
25 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This
He has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Right here. It's happening. It happened again.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation. They also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a yard. Goff now looks to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws. And that's another one right there.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
He's throwing the corner. That was too obvious.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to him every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Playoffs, conference finals. Trying to shut off one right leg, one left leg, whatever you said. The pigeon was in it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Wild fumble. Needs beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
so possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
To be good against the Commanders. All that. Still, I would lose.
Now Mahomes.
I get so mad that he's going to Marquez.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
You see the record.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I could have been through it to somebody else. Oh, yeah, I'm cooking. Shut up. Shut up. Just watch this. Just watch this. You don't know what's going on.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Lead blocker. Appreciate you.
It's right.
Like I said.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rasheed Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say words, but...
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
You feel me? That's what's happening.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Full game.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Across midfield, and finally brought down at the 43. And they're going to speed things up here.
Make him forget who he is.
Throwing again is gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. To throw on second down is gone. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We see how many white jerseys
continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else that makes a dramatic play.
What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And part of the one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. An even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
That's not going to work. I did not know that. I don't know. Keep him tight.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Cut up.
Fights him off. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Wait, where's the play? It's some killer type play. It's one of these. It's one of these. It's this one.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Throwing now is Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Go me, Marquez. Just watch out here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right.
Sat on that.
He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Looking to throw his
Mahomes. Somebody.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He hit that.
He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, this is like my bread and butter, especially this
Mahomes now to throw.
Just cuz.
And his throw here is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you replay as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll audible to something else.
Watch this work. Watch the work. Oh my God.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Stand there.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, this offense has been humming. They haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire
Not even
game.
over there.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
No, what's your name? Jay Prism?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got his man completely in the middle. That's Reynolds. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again, sometimes maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up,
that should be getting
sticky. To do what you want to do. But it's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That should be getting sticky,
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Gosh, that's crazy.